dude, it's like a freaking lake.
Like a lake, yeah. Go fishing. Man, I catch anything.
Except worms. Hey, you can catch some bait.
Probably catch some frogs in there.
You know what'd be really scary? Alligator snapping turtle was in there.
I saw a turtle. Gator in there.
Didn't you eat an alligator?
I should take a 22 right to the head.
Yeah,
so what's the point of that?
Can you eat an alligator?
Yeah. Tastes good.
Have you had it?
Does it like chicken?
Pike one day? Cool.
Everybody says it tastes like chicken.
Pike one day?
That's what I learned.
And it's just live bait. It comes out.
Maybe snap
The
turtle.
bait did. The bait died. So it went completely down to the bottom.
Why would you eat? Why did it take
2
so
minutes
long?
later, my live
What did it
went
taste
slack. So I started reeling in. I pull in.
What does a snap turtle taste like?
No.
No.
What do I got?
Chicken.
I start pulling
Everybody
up.
says chicken.
I start pulling up. I see something boiling up on the top of the fiber. Oh, there's a turtle head. Son of a-
Don't you dare say that's profanity. We're at GH.
Nah,
Found
call
a-
V
I
high
I found
school.
a log about that long. About that round.
I forgot to say, like, I thought we were
Crushed
talking
his
about
head. I got mad at him.
I catch like four 3-snap turtles already.
Oh, guess what? I caught 2
We used to swim in
minnows.
a pond.
I'm
Down
gonna
there.
be
Apparently, I don't know how snap turtles randomly got in there. And produced
cool. I think I can catch more.
Nothing.
What
That's
if
them.
a turtle?
Okay, hey, today what we're going to do is we're going to review. I want to do a quick review of multiplying. You will have homework today before lunch, so you can actually kind of work on it. After lunch, we'll kind of hint at what we're going into. I'll give you more time after lunch, but maybe the last 5 minutes we'll hint at what we're going into. I'm not going to give you that many problems today. It's definitely less than the previous assignment. There was a lot there, I know that. So today it's just multiplying. That's it. Just straight multiplication. We'll be done with this section. We'll move on to the next one tomorrow for sure. Okay? Any questions, comments, anything like that? I know we have a full class today, so I think we're in lunch today at what time? 11:15. So we'll go to lunch in about 20 minutes. So questions, comments? Perfect. Okay. Let's jump right into it. Let's take a look at the section we're in. We're in section 1.5 today. Section 1.5, which is multiplying.
Hey, Mr. Ward.
Yes.
This is just a random question.
Sure, we got.
Have you ever caught a snapping turtle before?
Have I ever caught a snapping turtle?
Yeah.
No, I can't say I've ever fished for a snapping turtle
Yeah.
or
They're
found
a pain
one.
in the butt to take off the hook.
Yeah. They're aggressive. I know that they can be really dangerous. They're quick too, a lot faster than most people think they are.
Take your fingers.
Yeah, yeah. Because they don't let go. They just don't. I mean, they hold on.
Their jaw pressure is
Yeah.
actually the same as a gator too.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with one. So, to answer your question, no. Alright, so let's talk about the vocab here. Okay, vocab terms. Obviously, yesterday we talked about, instead of just saying the word multiplying, right, or there's 3 terms we've actually used. What do you remember? What did we talk about? No, Alex, you were gone. Products, okay.
Times.
Yep. Product of
Times and multiply.
times, yeah, and multiplied by. Good. Nice. All right, so these are the 3 that we've had. Okay. Product of is the most common. Find the product of these 2 numbers. It means to multiply. Now, what we also talked about yesterday is that there was a couple different methods of multiplying. In fact, you've seen one that was so crazy out there that it works. It's just weird. So, the different methods we talked about. The first type.
Doubles.
Yeah, we had lattice method. Lattice or scaffolding, I don't know what you call it. I think lattice is a common term. Was column method. Now I know, I think what Ms. Steffens referred to it as what, turtle method, something like that. Turtle, okay. It's just column method, that's all I do. We're gonna review those today. I don't care which one you pick. I want the one that's comfortable for you. Does that make sense? The one that you can get a consistent answer and you don't have to be stressed about doing it. Okay, so I don't care. We also did the pickup stick idea yesterday, which is the goofiest way to multiply, but it does work. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to review that today with you. If you wanted to see that again, you can watch the video yesterday of what we did, so you can actually get a kind of a glimpse of what lattice method actually is, or the pickup stick idea. So I know, like Alex, you missed it. It's not a big deal. I won't require that you know it for a test. It's just, it was a silly way to multiply. But this is our goal today, to review those, and then yes, we will have homework. Homework will be due on Friday this week. So I'm going to give you a couple days because it's actually a really small assignment. So it's going to be due Friday, which is the 9th this week. Okay, Friday the 9th. Okay, any questions, comments, concerns about what we're going into today? Kind of just a basic review of yesterday, just to make sure you're comfortable, everyone's on the same page. Get Alex caught back up. Okay, all right, let's talk about this. Let's go through an example here. Alright, so we're just going to pick a couple numbers. I'm going to pick some easy ones to start with. I want to do maybe 3 examples. Hello, thank you. So I want to do 3 examples here of how to multiply, right? So just 3, we'll do small and we'll go to kind of big. So let's go with 14 times, let's go 14 times 7. We're going to start small. So we're going to do this by lattice method. And we'll do it by column method, so you can see how I would do column, and if you're comfortable with column, you can see how lattice method works. The next problem we'll do, maybe 2 digits, and then we'll do a 3-digit number. Okay? And if we need to do another one, we'll do another one, just make sure that we're comfortable with that. Okay? Alright, let's start with, you want to do lattice or column first?
Lattice.
Lattice method first. Okay, so now how lattice method works is where you draw the boxes. So the first number will go on the top of the boxes, 14, and you spread them out, you put a box under each of those numbers, so a box underneath the 1 and a box underneath the 4, okay? Off to the side, you'd put the second number, well there's only one number there, it's just the 7. If it was a 2-digit number, you'd put the 2 digits going down and you make sure that there's boxes to accommodate for each number going down. Okay, so that's how it works. This is lattice, we are multiplying, and how this works, you draw diagonals through the boxes. Just draw diagonals through the boxes. And if there's more boxes down here, those diagonals would just continue. They look like they continue if you draw them very, very straight. Okay, so how lattice method works, if you're not familiar with this, you just take and you multiply these 2 numbers together. And you put that number here, it's a 2-digit number. Then you multiply these 2 numbers together and you make it fit here as a 2-digit number. Okay? So, what's 4 times 7? 28. Okay. And then 1 times 7? 0, 7, yeah. And now how lattice method works is you add up the diagonals. That's why we do the diagonal lines in there. It's not to just accommodate for a 2-digit number. It's so that you can add diagonally. That's how it works. So we add, what's 8 by itself? Well, that's 8. That's easy enough. 2 and 7 added together? 9. And then the 0 is by itself, so your answer should be 98. That's your answer. So answer is 98. Okay? Easy peasy. Now, that was by lattice. If you're comfortable with that, that's the method I want you to stick with, if you're good at it. Okay, now, if you're a column method person, this is column method, or turtle method, if that's what Ms. Steffens calls it. Okay, I call it column. We use guard dogs and ghost numbers, whatever you want to call it. So, how column method works, you just stack numbers on top of each other. You don't need to line up decimals. It's not a big deal, just put the numbers down however it is. And what you do is you start by just taking this first number times everything on the top and you write it down going this way and you carry numbers over to the next column. So 7 times 4 is a 28 and you carry the 2. It's a 2-digit number, so you carry it. Now, when you carry the number, you'll use that number last. So what I mean by that is you're going to multiply the 7 times 1 just like before. We took the 4 times 7. You're going to take the 7 times 1, which is 7, and you have to add the number that you carried. So that would make 9. And that would be your answer, because there's no more numbers to work with. The weird part about doing it is that you have to add the number you carry, you don't multiply by it. So you just add it. That's column method. I don't care which method you like, stick with the one that works for you. Okay? We good? Okay, let's move on. Let's do a 2-digit number now. 2-digit to a 2-digit number. So, I'm going to put it right here. Let's go with 35 times, let's go with a 62. Now bigger numbers, right? 2 digit and 2 digit. So now we gotta multiply. Okay, we can do it by lattice and column method. So I'll give you a little bit of time if you want to try yours out. So I'll give you maybe a minute here, see what number you can come up with. It's going to be a big number, actually. I think we're in the thousands, actually. Maybe hundreds. Just guesstimating. Okay, everyone have enough time to kind of work on it? I know some people are still working. Okay, I'm gonna do the lattice method first, so you can at least see that if you're comfortable with that, and then I'll do the column method if you're the column method type of person. So lattice method, I'm gonna use the 35 here. So 35 has 2 digits, so 3 and a 5, and then the 62 is a 2-digit number, so I'm gonna have a 6 and a 2, so I'll have to have 2 rows going down. So there's two columns here, and then there's 2 rows going across. So that's how it works. So there's going to be 4 boxes there. All right. So does everyone see how the lattice method's set up? Then I draw diagonal lines, through the boxes. And if they keep going, that's fine. You can keep carrying them through. Some people are very good about doing that. So that's where you have to add the columns. All right. We're just gonna how the lattice method works. You just multiply the numbers, put that number in the column or in the box as a 2-digit number. Multiply the numbers, put it in the box. Multiply the numbers, put it in the box, multiply the number, put it in the box. All right, we'll start here. 5 times 6.
30.
Okay. 3 times 6.
18.
18. All right, so there's the top row. We're good with that. 2-digit numbers. Okay. 5 times 2.
10.
10, good. And 3 times 2.
6.
6, and I have to make that a 2-digit, so it's going to be 0, 6. Now, since we have all the boxes filled in, now you just add the diagonals up. That's just how it works, and then you'll get your final answer. So, this first one's a 0, that's fine. This adds up to be 7, fine. This adds up to be 11, carry a 1. Carry a 1, and when you add that makes it 2. So, because again, 3, 8, and a 0 makes 11, so I have to carry the number to the next column, the next diagonal. So that added up to be 2. So your final answer is 2,170. That's just how it works. Okay, is there any questions, comments, concerned about how that works? All right. So nice and easy. Let's do the column method now, just so you can see, because I know some people actually prefer that. 35 and 62. It doesn't matter which number you put on the top. It doesn't matter. You don't have to line up decimals or anything like that. It's not like adding or subtracting. You just can multiply like normal. Now, how this works when you do this is the part where you have to just work with one number at a time, because I know it's a 2-digit number on the bottom. So when I do column method like this, I always start with just the first number here. I'm going to start with a 2 and do that to everything on the top. Then once I'm done with that, then I'll start the second row down below, and I'll do the 6th then. And I'll work with that later. Okay, but let's start with the 2, the number I circled. 2 times 5, 10, carry the 1. 2 times 3, 6, add the 1, so that's 7. Okay, is everyone good with that? Now I'm going to get rid of the 1 now. I'm going to get rid of the 2. And I need to make sure that, I think Miss Evans called it, she's laying an egg there, because it's a little turtle. It's a guard dog, it's because you're going to skip over the 2, so I need to make sure I skip over the 2 because I'm going on to the next number. That's why I'm on the second row now. So I'm skipping over the 2, starting with the 6 here. And so now, let's keep going and I'll color code. So I'm going to work with a 6 now. 6 times 5, 30, carry the 3, because it's a 2-digit number. 6 times 3 is 18, and then we have to add 3 to it, 21. There's 21 there. And I don't need to carry it because there's no other number, so I don't need to carry the 2, so it's just 21. And now you can add straight down. That's a 0, that's a 7, that's a 1, that's a 2. So it's 2,170. Now the reason why I've learned, or the reason why I use column method, obviously that's the way I was taught when I was in school, so that makes sense that I still teach that. But also, it's actually easier to do that method in your head. Because you can keep track of rows and numbers in your head. Like I can work with the first number, write that row down. Do the second number, write that row down. When you do lattice method, there's too much visual things going on here. You can't visualize what you're getting. Because you can't see where the diagonals go. When I'm doing that, I can at least visualize what numbers are stacked on top of each other, and then I can add those straight down in my head. So I could have got the 70 first, and then I know I could have got the 2,100 second, and just added straight down in my head. So that's why. All right, is there any questions or concerns about a 2-digit number? Okay, let's do a 3-digit. 3 digits. Let's go 448 times. Now, do you want to go a 3-digit or 2-digit number for the second one? 3? Okay, we're gonna go big. We're gonna go 3-digit. Let's go with like. Let's go.
999.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. Let's go 901. Okay, I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go to 999. Yes. How do you carry numbers all day? All right. Let's try this number out. All right, you can do it by any method you like. You don't have to do both. You know, if you like lattice, stick with lattice. You're good at column, go with column. Because I can check both. I know I have the answer key. We'll always have both. Schmidt's out today. This is gonna be big. Ooh, yeah, because you're gonna have 9 boxes.
I got the answers.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, ace. Okay. We got at least a couple people think they're getting down to the finals. Alright, that's good. Ace. That is a big number. Yeah. I was trying to do it in my head, and it's carrying. Okay. Yikes. Yeah. So, did you get a 5-digit number in the end? Is it like 5 numbers all together?
Yeah.
6.
I had
6 numbers? Oh, so it carried over and made it 6? Oh, yeah, that's big. Alright. Okay. Alright, yeah, that makes sense, 6. Alright, so here we go. I'll do lattice method first, because I know some of you actually really prefer that. So, okay, first number is a 448. So I'm going to have 3 columns going down. Okay, so there's my 3 columns for that number. For the 901, I'll need to have 3 rows going across. Yikes. That is big. Okay, and then diagonal lines. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, I did okay job with the diagonals. Alright. So, 8 times 9.
72.
Alright, that was probably the biggest number you have to be able to do, so that's good. 4 times 9?
36.
36.
Then 4 times 9 again is 36 again. Alright. Does everyone know the little rule of knuckles or fingers for doing nines? Everyone knows that. If you're doing like a 4 times 9, you hold up your digits, you hold down the fourth finger. If you hold down your fourth finger, if you're doing 4 times 9, 4 times 9, right? You hold down your fourth finger when you have all 10, and this literally is spelling your number. So it's 36 with a space in between it.
Wow. Why does it do that?
I don't know. It's just weird. Somebody came up with it, so it's.
I wish my teachers would have taught me that.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know that. So, all right, let's keep going though. So we did the first row. 8 times 0.
0.
All right, that's good. Yeah, they're all zeros. 4 times 0 is 0. All right, and then 4 times 0 is 0. So they're all zeros. All right, so that comes real easy. Or well, I should say. All right, now 8 times 1. 8. All right. 4 times 1. 4. And 4 again. All right. And now we have to add diagonally. So yikes. Okay, so where we're at? We're at 8 here for that because that's the only one. Going diagonal, that's a 4. Going diagonal, that's a 6. Going diagonal, ooh, is that a 13? Carry a 1 over. That makes 10 because that's a 4. 1 plus 3 plus 6, so that's 10. Carry the 1, and then that makes a 4 here. So yeah, you're right. That was a 6-digit number. It's 4, 0, 3, 6, 4, and 8. Zowie. Okay, that's a big number.
3,648.
Wait, what?
Or 648.
648. Did I get it wrong?
What are you saying, Jason?
No, he was just saying it out loud. Like
Oh,
how to say it.
okay. Yeah, I thought I got it wrong. You're so all right, we're good. Now by column method. So if you're that person that likes to do column method, so 901. It's time to go to lunch. Oh yeah, we're gonna
Sounds
go to
like
lunch.
it.
Let's go to lunch. We'll come back. We'll finish this one problem.
Sorry about that. That was only.
Oh no! The kids were just kind of wondering, where's she at? She's probably busy. She probably has a kid she's
Yeah,
worrying
I
about.
sent you an email, but I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna catch you this morning, but you.
sure you get the questions right.
Oh my gosh. Are you purposely making your voice crack?
No, he had the biggest voice. Well, maybe like I could get all both of them. It's true though.
Hush up.
Uh,
I wanted to get
Yeah, shut up.
You
Vending
already-
machine's closed at lunch.
Don't make my voice crack again.
I'm trying to. Sean's really drinking his water.
Well, it's not gonna happen.
Well, you should turn into like James Bond, yeah. Well, it's not gonna happen.
I'll be back.
That's cool.
I'll be back.
Oh, that's a good one.
We got that.
You have a good arm.
I'll be back with you when we can see the ugly little chopper.
Go to the chopper.
Yo,
I don't know.
I'll see that.
Maybe you forget to turn it on. You know?
I think.
I don't know.
That would be funny if you forgot to turn it on.
What?
If you forgot to turn on Roku on.
Yeah. Like, does it have like a red blinking light in front of it? Cool. Yeah, you don't see it. If it doesn't,
Anyway.
then
Because I didn't see him turn it on.
I haven't turned it on yet. He turned it off when it was on.
Every day.
so,
I'm back on.
James Sean.
You're not gonna make my voice crack again. Oh my gosh. I said it did. Again.
I didn't even tell right there. You got a little peach right there. Little big piece.
Alright.
There you go.
Everyone's cleared out.
And Mr. Ward, everybody's saying that you forgot to turn off your GoPro or turn it on. I don't know which one.
No, I turned it on. I turned it off and turned it on. So, yeah, I did that right before you guys walked in. So I was already in here. So I don't know what section she's in. All right, today we're going to continue with this 448 times 901. We did it by this by the lattice method. So if you prefer that method, you know the 448 has each box, the 901 has its own rows, and then you draw the diagonal lines. And when you multiply the two numbers 8 and 9, you just put that 2-digit here. 4 times 9, 2-digit. And when we got to the zeros, 8 times 0, 0, so you make it a 2-digit number by putting a 0 in front. And then like 8 times 1, that's a 2-digit number, 0, 8. And then you add up the diagonals, and this is what we got, right? There's your number. Alright, our goal here is to finish this problem up by doing column method. Now, I don't care which method you prefer. If you're really good at lattice, you stick with lattice method. If you prefer column, do column, but you better do it right, whatever which one you pick. Okay, so I don't care. You don't have to do both, you just have to do one. Alright? So I'm going to show you how we do it with the column method here. So to do this, I'll try to color code. I'm going to start with the number 1 here, and I have to multiply that number to everything on the top. So what is 1 times 8? 8. 1 times 4?
4.
1 times 4? 4. Boom. Okay, we're done with that number. I'm going to cross it out. That means I have to put a guard dog here, like a little, I think Miss Steffens called it an egg. Turtle lays an egg. So that's the method you're going to work with. And now I'm going to go on to the second number, and I'll color code here. So I'm going to start with a 0 and do the exact same math, but I'm now over because I just had to skip over the 1 that I just got done with. 0 times 8.
0.
0. 0 times 4. 0. 0
0.
times 4 is 0. Alright. Now, I'm done with those two numbers. So now I need to have 2 guard dogs down here. Because I'm skipping over the 1 and the 0, and now I'm working with the 9. That's 3 numbers over. And now I'm on the 3rd row, 3rd number over. Okay? And now I'm going to do the same thing. 9 times 8.
72.
72, and I have to carry the 7. Now, 9 times 4. 36 plus this. 36 plus 7 is what? 43. So that's a 3, carry the 4. Because again, when you carry numbers over, you have to add it to whatever you got. So 36 plus 7. Alright, let's keep going. 36, because 4 times 9 is 36, plus 4, what, 40? It's a perfect 40. 36 plus 4 is 40. And now I can add these columns straight down. So adding, you get 8, you get a 4, you get a 6, a 3, a 0, and a 4. And yes, it is the same number. Okay. Does this make sense how we're doing it? Now, I don't care which method you prefer today. If you like column method, if you like lattice, you just have to stick with the one that you're good at. Okay? Alright, any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, is there any type of problem there that you want to go over one more time? Do you want a 2-digit number? You want a 3-digit? You want a weird mix of both? are we comfortable with multiplying? Good. All right. Here's your small assignment today. As I said, you do get an assignment. It is due Friday this week. Let me put it on the board here. It is page 19, 3 through 8, 15 through 20. That's it. That's exercise F on that page. There you go. There's your homework. It is due Friday this week, so you have plenty of time. I'll go back through and see if anyone owes me anything. I'll make sure. If you turned in something yesterday, like you did some rework, I just have to regrade that, so I didn't have time. We had a game yesterday, so like Hannah, you turned in some work that you redid. I'll get that graded. I'll get that in the grade book for you. Cole, I know turned in. Was that page 10 and page 13 yesterday. Okay, 10 and 13 are due today, so if you have not turned in page 10 and 13, make sure that gets turned in. So I know, so far I have from Cole and Jason. So if you have not turned in page 10 and 13, maybe you turned in. Let's see. So page 10. Oh, this must be your page 10. You put page 2 on it.
So 3 through 8.
So 3 through 8, 15 through 20. Just make sure you're doing those. So, what page is this? Is page 2? Is this the one I had yesterday? Yeah.
Should I work on the last assignment before I do this?
Oh, cause you threw me off by not starting with the odds. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Good.
This is the hardest question.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Set the page 10. Perfect. All right. So I got page 10 from a couple different people. So, perfect. All right. And this assignment here, please go to Alex. So Alex, here's some old assignments that I'll put back very graded. So if you want to redo anything, like fix any mistakes you made, put on a separate sheet of paper, staple it back, turn it back in, and regrade it. Okay, so it's pretty easy, so you don't have to worry about getting bad scores. You can always redo the problem that you missed. Turn it back in. Alright. Actually, this period 6.
When we figure out our answer, can we use the calculator to check it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I always recommend that. That'd be good. Good.
No, I was sitting there going, plus down here, and I kind of looked at my wait a minute, no, you the times, and so I changed all the answers.
Beth, what do you got?
465 times. Alright, so yep, took a 5 times everything, so 5 times 5 is 25.
Okay.
That's a 5, and then carry the 2 to the next one.
That'll be out. You're double checking on like the calculator and we can give them the right answer. So just a reminder, if you did not get page 10 or 13 turned in, make sure you're working on that. That was this one. Does anyone still need that written down? I know some people have already turned it in, but if you haven't, this is still due. It's due today, actually.
Oh, we're working on it.
Yeah, we should work on that. Yeah.
What is this vertical one, like the column?
You can do it by lattice. Because I know the book is very strict, like, you gotta do this. I don't know. It's whatever way you prefer, because I know you like lattice. Stick with that. Yeah. It's the same thing. Okay, so yeah, so if you didn't get page 10 or 13 turned in, make sure that gets turned in today, because that's due. Okay, I don't know, did I get book covers entered for everybody in here? I think I did. Book cover, yeah, I did, alright, good. Does anyone still need that page 10 or 13 written down? Everyone's got it? Okay. Let me erase off the board and put a new one up there. We need green.
Wait, this is a regular class schedule, right?
Yeah,
For lunch.
12